honest.
What about Senator Amy Klobuchar? Can she dance and sing at the same time? Because she kicked off her presidential campaign in the middle of a blizzard. And Trump mocked her.
This is real.
Can I get through this, please? Tweeting it was bad timing since she's pledging to fight global warming. So she's in a blizzard, and he thinks that it's a bad idea. So Klobuchar shot back that science is on her side. And then she said, I wonder how your hair would fare in a blizzard. maybe like that.
So just saying. This whole thing is so stupid.
You know what I think she's trying to do?
What?
I think she's trying to poke the bear. When you attack him physically, you know that that triggers him. And if he attacks a woman for any physical appearance, that is when people cannot stand by that. Just in the times we're in. So
that's right.
I do wonder if it's a smart strategy for her to do that, or if you're more effective as a Democratic candidate to try and rise above it, rise above the bullying and the criticism. Maybe if you're a woman, you have sort of an advantage, because if he goes after you...
So when they go low, we go high, that whole thing? Or when they go low, we get high?
Well.
That's one of the points.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe he's met his match. I mean, she has a reputation for being a pretty tough woman, for having not the best temperament, and he has a reputation for not having the best temperament, and maybe he's met his match.
That's what the country needs. We just need to slide to the bottom and just keep bullying each other. That's what this country needs.
Can I say something now? Is that okay?
Yes, go ahead. Yes, you may now.
I have permission to speak now on Amy Klobuchar. We're all good. Okay, two quick things. Number one, I have friends who were at her and no, by all means, keep going, Joy.
No, if you're going to have a hissy fit, we can't continue. Let's go to Senator Elizabeth Warren. She had another awkward moment on the campaign trail when she was caught yanking her grandson into a photo op. Look at that. Now, you want to talk about that? Anybody?
Wait, that was her grandson?
Yes. It was her grandson. Everybody's saying she's trying too hard and she's just being, aggressive by pulling the kid in. It's her grandson.
It is a little aggressive, though.
No, it's like, come here, little monster. Get in the picture.
It's her grandson. I will tell you, we've had her on the show a couple times, and I just think she's really smart, and her heart's in the right place.
Yeah.
But when I saw the Texas card, the bar card that she filled out when she wrote Native American, I'm pretty troubled by it, only because it's the first time that we've actually seen her self-identify that way. And I know she's always said that someone in her family told her that she was Native American. Yeah. But if you look around and you look at your grandmother and you look at your great-grandmother and you look at your mom and you look at your father, where in her lineage did she see
I don't think that's fair, because people don't always look the way their heritage says they should look.
But she said she heard it back in the day. Like, where did she directly identify with that if it was just rumor and innuendo? I feel like there's just something
All right, so we're going to hold that against the woman. What if she's the best possible candidate to win against Trump?
I don't know that she can.
Should we hold this against
what I found most attractive about her?
Why not?
There's something about it that seems very intellectually dishonest.
So only Trump is allowed to have horrible things about him? Nobody else is allowed? My goodness.
I think one of the most attractive parts of Elizabeth Warren years ago was her authenticity. I didn't agree with a lot of her policies, but, you knew who she was. Yeah. She was very real. She was sort of the opposite of what we saw in most politicians. And what we've seen recently, remember the grabbing the beer in the kitchen in her announcement? Yeah. It seems like she is trying pretty hard in this campaign, and it's taken away sort of what was so unique about her. And I think she needs to be pretty careful
Can I clarify something? Yeah. She wrote Native American on the card. I don't know. I was surprised at that. And this was like in the 70s. It seems disingenuous.
It seems to me that every Democrat has basically the same policies. So any one of them who can beat Trump, I will vote for. I don't care who it is. Seriously. I don't care.
Do you think she can get past this?
What?
Can she get past that?
Who? Elizabeth Warren?
Yeah.
I've met her many times. I think she's very impressive. She's really smart on when it comes to the economy. Really smart. Smarter than any of them. By the way, can I just point out that it's now apparent to everyone in this country that the tax returns are not what you thought they were supposed to be? So, what is it? 1 out of 3 is getting more than they thought, and 2 out of 3 are getting less than they thought. So much for the tax reform and that whole thing that Trump ran on, and his Trump supporters should look into that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You mean the broken promises with the tax?
broken promises. All this winning. Where is it? I don't know. Let the vagina have a monologue.
By the way, there's a lot with the tax cuts. I think the real problem there was the lack of the communication from the White House.
Yeah.
Similar to what we saw with Obamacare. I mean, you lay out this plan and you don't totally communicate with the American people what they're getting with that plan. I think with these tax cuts, we don't know if people are making more in their earnings, for example, that are different than what maybe they're not getting back in benefits. And so the White House never communicated that. Look, it's going to look different, but that doesn't mean it's going to completely hurt you. And now we're in this place where you get bad headlines because it was just a bad PR rollout.
It almost seemed more than that. It seemed like the American people were lied to.
Well, we'll see. I think every situation that I've heard is different.
On every front. So next segment, or block as they call it at CNN, green thumbs down. Congresswoman Alexia Ocasio-Cortez is getting blasted for her Green New Deal. We'll talk about that next.